Welcome back to Ultimate Decades. Today we're starting off with Sylvie and Pierre, and Pierre has come over to talk to Bastien to get permission to take Sylvie on a little bit of a date. And also here is Beau Ossier. He is the village blacksmith, and I wanted to slowly start introducing some of the townies so we don't get super overwhelmed meeting them all at once. So I imagine Beau has come over. Bastien maybe needed some tools worked on or things like that. So Beau has stopped by to see what he can do to help out. So we've got a little bit of a lunch prepared. But let's jump in to the actual gameplay because I have a few things to show you before we hit play. So Bastien actually already has a sliver of a red bar with Pierre, which is interesting because in the intros I had said that whoever tries to court Sylvie was going to have to go through Bastien first. And I love that he's already like a little bit suspicious of him, which Pierre's a great guy. He has nothing to worry about. But of course, his first impression is going to be like, okay, so you're interested in my sister. You need to like prove yourself to me and prove your worth and prove you're a good person and all the things. Because obviously they just moved here. We don't really know anyone or their reputations. So I want to get them chatting. And then I am controlling Pierre and Beau as well with some control mod. And Pierre has a whim to get into a relationship. So Pierre is ready to settle down. He is looking for a wife. He's ready to start a family. So I thought that was super exciting. So let's get them going. Have not Pierre, have Bastien get to know Pierre a little bit. I can't remember if I need to introduce. I think he already knows Beau. He does. We'll discuss interest with him. Once we get to the part of him asking for permission to go on a date, I want to have Sylvie pack up a couple servings of food, and we're going to go out with a picnic basket just so they can have a little bit of privacy. They still technically have to be chaperoned. And then, of course, let's not forget Sabine and Elodie. They're doing some tummy time with little baby Elodie that was born last episode. So they are working on that. Let's see. I wasn't watching the pop-ups. Did we get to know anything? Bastien has learned that Beau has a skill fitness. Okay, nothing super interesting yet. All right, Pierre, I want you to start here, enthuse about gardening, because I'm on the fence whether I want to keep Pierre's family as the Reeve or not, because I feel like I don't really know enough about what a Reeve was. I did do some research and I found it interesting that they were kind of like the go-between between the Lord and the serfs, and they were typically serfs themselves. So that was my intention. Oh, I love that. Okay, so Bastien likes nature enthusiasts when Pierre was enthusing about gardening. So he likes that. He likes that. I think what he likes about that is that if they were to get married, that Sylvie wouldn't necessarily be leaving. It's not like Pierre like works in like lives in the manor house with the Lord or off at the stables. Like at least Sylvie would be near. So I think he does like that aspect of her potentially getting with Pierre. Oh, poor baby Elodie. Are you trying to go to sleep? She is. She'll stop crying in a second. I was like, oh my gosh, the baby is screaming. I can't concentrate. Okay, so how is it? Oh, they've already got like a huge green bar now. Okay, so let's do like a ask about another sim to say that he is asking to go on a date with Sylvie. So I think that should be under gossip, or maybe I don't know. I forget how to do that. Well, it's okay. We can't ask. Here, we'll do deep conversation. That'll work. So he'll ask. Oh, Beau just became good friends with Bastien as well. That's awesome. Oh, and they got a sentiment. It's wonderful to spend time with you. I really want these two to become like pretty good buddies. I would really like us to have a pretty close relationship with the blacksmith. And then I would also like Bastien to get to know some of the guys at the stables because they're just some of my favorite townies. And I think that would be a good relationship for him in terms of the villagers. Okay, so Sylvie's going to enthuse about outdoors and say she's like really excited to go on this date. And then I want her to go ahead and pick up a serving of each of these. and pick up 2 servings of the mead. I think this is honey mead. Yeah, honey mead. And we'll get that packed in the... No, Pierre, don't eat yet. So let's get all of that into the picnic. Hopefully I can put these. Okay, good. I've never done like individual servings. And the mead can go in there too. Awesome. Sylvie, grab that. Put in your inventory. And we're going to go over by the lake because there's a picnic table. And that's the only way that I know how to get the... Pierre, stop trying to... Stop trying to eat. We're going. All right, so let's do an official date. I don't know that because I'm actually in the Bellaroux household, even though I'm controlling Pierre. I think I'm going to go ahead and just schedule it from Sylvie so I don't mess up anything on the game. So we'll create an official date and then we'll just set it for this slot. Oh, he likes affection. Love that. Okay, let's do a get to know you date. I'm not going to do any goals and rewards because they stress me out. Then Bellaroux residence. Perfect. All right. And then we're already in a group, get to know you date. So we're going to head out. I'm actually going to send Beau home because one of the things I was thinking, let me kind of do a zoom out of the world because it's actually kind of cool when you look out it from up on this slot. So that's like Market Square. That's where there's like a church, the stables, the bakery. There's like a small little ale house there. That's the Lord's Manor. And then down the river, tucked way back there, it's kind of hard to see. That is the blacksmith's cottage. So that's where Beau lives. And I'm going to have us go. We're actually going to go down there, but pretend like Beau's house, like he can see or something. Beau has agreed to help keep an eye on Sylvie and Pierre while they're out on their date. And then Bastien can also keep an eye from up on the hill. So they won't be like super chaperone. Like I'm not going to have someone like sitting over them. But they have eyes on them. So let's get them, make their way down. They're going to take a nice little walk. All right, let's go. Oh my god, I love that Pierre just grabbed a thing of meat on the way out. One for the road. All right, so we've made it down right here by the lake. It's so pretty. The lighting has been messing up in my game, so I don't know if this has been happening to anyone, but if you kind of see the distance when I like tilt my camera, it like does weird shadows. So I'm sorry it's doing that. I have not been able to figure out what's going on. It's not my G shade because it's in game lighting as well. So no idea. But hopefully it'll still look really pretty and we can get some nice screenshots and everything. Pierre's having some mead. Let's go ahead and get the picnic basket. So place picnic basket. I've only done this once in my other UDC. All right, so Sylvie finally put the basket. Took her forever. Set a picnic. I don't remember exactly what this does. I think it puts everything out on the table. I forgot to send Beau home. It's fine. He likes discussing hobbies. Him and Bastien are having a good conversation up there. Okay, perfect. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, Sylvie, can you like scoot over? And then we'll have our lunch. I love that she got the salad and he took the cheese tart. Okay, eat and drink. And then Pierre, go ahead and eat and drink. And then let's start chatting and getting to know him a little bit better. That's Pierre's dad over there. We are very chaperoned. Everyone is just casually keeping a distance, but, you know, making sure we're being appropriate. Sylvie, are you nervous? You haven't touched your salad. Let's do some flirting. Okay, so we've learned that Pierre is an idealist. So let's see, I forget what that one means. So let me read that on his panel exactly. So she's learned that this sim has high moral standards and strives for a better world guided by values and principles. They're committed to doing what they believe is right, even when it's challenging. So he's like a really good guy, has a good view of the world, believes in doing what's right, even when it's hard. So as we get to know him through gameplay and stuff, we can see how that trait will manifest in his life. But I think he probably has really high responsibility, his dad being the Reeve, Henry over there. So he's probably been being raised, he's the oldest boy, he has a younger sister, so eldest son, I imagine he's used to being held responsible for lots of things. And then let's see. I can't remember if that's all the traits now that we know for him. Let's check her panel. You need to get that pink bar up, though. Nope, he still has one more trait that we don't know. Because he aged up. And actually, I don't think I set his third trait, so I'm actually really nervous what his third trait is going to be. This might just tell us one of his skills or hobbies, though. He's family-oriented! Okay, I didn't even set that. I didn't even set that myself because he aged up on his own. Okay, Pierre, I love you even more. Okay, so let's start doing romance interactions because we need... They can already have their first kiss. We barely have a pink bar yet. It's love at first sight. She was like, oh my god, you're family oriented. I love you. Okay, she wants to lead by example. I've never ever done that, so I don't even know what that does. So we finished our mead. Oh no, the sun is gonna set. We need to hurry up. I love how we're just like sitting across. Oh, I was gonna say sitting across from the table. Okay, now we're gonna move a little closer. We're gonna have to get home soon, so we need to get this moving along. Okay, so that was leading by example. Pierre, why don't you like hold her hand? We're not gonna first kiss just yet. Is he talking about money? Like I can provide and support for you? Is that what he's telling her? You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, Sylvie. All the romantic satisfaction begins. Oh, what? Oh my god! They kiss! I have an autonomous first kiss, Modern! Oh my gosh! I've never seen it happen before. They caught me so off guard. Oh my gosh. Bo, you like Homebody Sips. Okay. I need to get Bo out of my control. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was so cool. I love that mod. I was not expecting that. And then Pierre has a little surprise for Sylvie. Okay, first of all, let's recite a love poem because that's like the first thing that came up for him. And then after he does that, he is going to give her, let's see, how do you give flowers? There we go. He's got some flowers for her. I think this actually has a pop-up of like what the poem was, but they usually don't make a lot of sense. So he... Aww. Pierre, you're so thoughtful. And Sylvie loves flowers and foraging and stuff. So this is like speaking to her soul. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm in love with them. They're so cute. Oh no, Sylvie. She's feeling nauseous. She's like so in love. It's giving her butterflies in her stomach. That's what we'll say. We're not sick. We're just in love. Oh no, we're gonna have to like drink some tea. Oh, I love how he's being so appropriate. He like sat back down, put some distance between them. Oh, Pierre, and he wants to get into a relationship, but I kind of want him to like. I have autonomous like ask to be actual partners. I would love it if we could end this by him actually courting her. They're gonna have to get back up though. Maybe he'll do like an embrace. Say our good nights, and hopefully will you officially court us? Oh, they're steamy. Okay. Young love. Because we're on a normal lifespan, so we've got to get this wedding. Oh my god, Elodie got a wave milestone, and I missed it! I'm missing everything. Okay. Let's see. Let's do something from Sylvie's perspective. She still wants to enthuse about outdoors. Girl, let's maybe... Here, be like enticing or something. Do a sexy pose. I had such an amazing time with you, Pierre. Pierre, ask us to be partners. You want to get into a relationship. I know you can do it. Okay, we'll just hold hands and embrace. And then if he doesn't ask, we'll just say our goodnights. And we can have them meet up again like tomorrow maybe. We can invite him over for like a nice dinner as a thank you for this lovely date. Okay. Thank you, Pierre. This was amazing. I love my flowers. He asked! He asked! He asked! He asked! He asked! Oh my gosh. Yay! Oh my gosh. They're officially courting. All right. So we have to do an actual proposal, but we need to get that rolling because they don't stay young adults, but for like, I don't know, 20 something days or something. So I will pause aging if I do feel like I need more time between the households, but I want to try to try to play a little bit faster than I normally do, but still keep like the storytelling elements. So it is getting late. It is 9:30. We want to be appropriate. So let's go ahead and pack up our basket. Oh my gosh, Pierre. We'll invite you over for dinner tomorrow, okay? Maybe you can bring like your parents. It'll be a feast. Here, let's just delete these so they're not stinky. All right, and then how do we end the date? Date actions. Okay, end date cheerfully. There we go. Because I have like a longer event mod in, and so I don't know how long this would actually go for. Thank you. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow when you come over with your family for dinner. Oh my god, he's so happy. All right, you can go home. Let's go home. Let's get out of here before we do something impulsive. Oh, Bastion. Roll over to back. Elodie. Wait. Oh, she's going home. I thought they were going woohoo for a second. I was like, oh no. All right, so Sylvie's on her way back, and I wanted to check in on what was going on back at home, and Bastion is holding baby Elodie. We need to check because she's been getting, like, milestones left and right while we weren't here. I was checking in on her and making sure she was getting fed and stuff, but she might be... Okay, no, she's not hungry. She's good. She's ready for night-night. Bastion, let's see. Elodie, I want to see, because I saw she got, I think, rollover to tummy. She waved... She put her toe in her mouth. She learned to grab, learned to reach. She's rolled over to her back and she's lifted her head. Oh, she's doing amazing. So let's get her, go ahead and get her down. Put her to sleep. How's Sabine doing post-birth? Oh, she's feeling playful. I thought everyone was flirty. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, Sabine definitely needs a bath and some fun. Fun is so hard at the beginning until they start getting likes for stuff. Oh, Bo is still here. I thought he had already gone home, but he's still hanging around. We need to send him home. Let's go have a quick shower. Sylvie should be home any minute, and then I want her to, like, girl talk. There she is. Ah! Okay, come sit over here. And we'll have Sabine. Is she, like, just enthused about something? Let's see. We'll ask how it went. I wish, like, we had more. Oh, we can do ask about day. That'll be, like, asking about day. We just need more interactions. Poor Bastion went to bed. It's, like, so not interested. I think he is. I think he's exhausted. He's been helping Sabine a lot with the baby. Had to entertain Bo for a while today. How's Elodie doing? We might ought to go soothe her to sleep. He's amazing, Sabine. He got me flowers. Here, let's put those on the table, actually. He got me flowers. We talked about the future. He wants a really big family just like me. We would live right here on the farm, so we'd be super close. Oh my goodness. She's so excited. Okay. Yeah, Sabine, why don't you... Hold on, don't go to sleep yet. Oh, the baby did go to bed. Here, go get you a bath, and then you can go to bed. And then I'll have to figure out her fun tomorrow because it's very low. And then let me get Sylvie down, and then we'll start a fresh day tomorrow. So it's the next morning, and Bastion is just getting some farm chores done, and Sylvie is up, and I have a couple things I want to get her to do today because we are going to have Pierre and his family over for dinner tonight so everyone can get to know each other a little better. So she's just finishing up some breakfast, and then first things first, I'm going to actually have her do some laundry because we need to get this house cleaning, and everyone is complaining that the house is a mess because of this stinky laundry basket. So we're going to do that. And then I want to send her down to the village shops and see if we can buy any meat. I was going to send her to the meat market, but it must only be on certain days with the hunting and foraging mod because right now I only have the farmer's market option. So we'll check the sign to send her out in a little bit once she gets some chores done around the house. And then Sabine and Elodie are still sleeping because they were up a little bit during the night. So I'm going to literally delete this laundry because people use our wash tub since this is a residential rental and it's kind of annoying since this is in an open area. but it's totally fine. So let's go ahead and do some of our actual laundry and get that out of the way. And then that, I think everything in the house will be clean. All right, so that laundry totally screwed up while she was washing it, but she is hanging that up. Bastion, I'm sure there are still some more chores that you need to do out here. Come weed this garden, and then I'll send him out to weed and water this one. All right, Sylvie, let's go ahead and replace the water. And then is anything else in the house messy? This food has gone off. That's about to spoil too, so we'll just get rid of that. So let's go ahead and head down to the market. So if we go to the village, we could go to the village shop, which I don't remember what that has. We'll go to the farmer's market first. If we have to, I'll send her to another one because I want to try to use these features more that come with hunting and foraging because I never do. She had tiger stripes. Steamy Daydream. I'm going to get rid of that illness because that one, the giggly one, it just doesn't make sense to me. So it's fine. She's not sick. If she gets something else, we'll say she's ill, but I've got a different story in mind. She can get sick a different time. Let's see. Bastion's working on that. Let's see how Sabine is doing because her fun is super bad. She's in the green on her sleep. Elodie is gonna need to eat soon, so let's go ahead and get Sabine up. She's probably gonna have to do lots of naps and stuff. And we've got to get to cooking, but I'll try to get Sylvie to do as much as possible, but it's like already noon. The day just goes by way too fast. So let's wake up Elodie and feed her. If we have to, I can always push dinner off till like tomorrow in the game if we need more time. But I would really like to do it tonight, and so that way we can have a proposal sooner than later. Oh no, I just totally screwed that up. Sylvie's pop-up came up. See, I wish this would pop up right when they go because that always catches me off guard. And now I don't think she can go back to the farmer's market. Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, I'll send her to the village shop and I'll try to be more careful next time. I never use those, so you do get a pop-up. In worst case scenario, I'll just use the in-game system where you can like shop from the grocery bag. But I would like to use the medieval cookbook if I can. Okay, here we go. I don't know if we're going to be able to get meat. This one was the village shop. So let's see. Okay, there is boar meat. Rabbit. Maybe we do like a rabbit pie. I think you need 2 to make a rabbit pie. So we'll get 2 of those. Let's say we're going to get like some potatoes and some onions and some carrots for like a stew. That'll work. And then let's get maybe like 4 spinach since we're out and about at the shop. Okay, that should work to make everything that I want to make. All right, we should be able to make a rabbit pie. Oh, we could also make a meat and potato pie though. But we bought the special rabbit meat. So let's do a rabbit pie. All right, and then we're doing some tummy time with Elodie. And Sabine needs some food. We'll probably just eat like some bread or cheese. We're getting... Oh my gosh, she's already sitting up? I feel like we didn't even have rollover to tummy yet. Or rollover to back. The other rollover. I feel like we like skipped a milestone. Or she probably got one all on her own. Oh my goodness, she's growing up so fast. I mean, they're only infants for like 5 days, to be fair. All right, and then how's the cooking coming along, Sylvie? She's working on the rabbit pie. So worst case scenario, if all we get done is the rabbit pie, then that's totally fine. Like we've gone out, we bought some special meat for the occasion. Oh my gosh, little Elodie is making a mess. Bastion is gardening level 5. All right, Sabine, I would like you to get dressed. And then what are your likes? Because you really need fun. Handiness and cooking. Okay, maybe I'll have her make the stew when Sylvie is done because cooking will help get her fun up. All right, we don't have any meat left to do the bread roll stew since we used the meat to make the rabbit pie, which is totally fine. So we'll just do a chunky vegetable stew because we have plenty of veggies. So Sabine will make that, and so we'll start to set the table for later. Let's see how long. Okay, good. That's good for 24 hours, so that'll be good for tonight. Let's see. Bastion's hungry. Y'all just hang tight. We're going to be having a little dinner party here shortly. I want to go ahead and schedule the event. Let's see, Sylvie, what do I want you to wear for tonight? I want you to like put on like your best dress. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned it. I decided not to worry about like having them sew to get new outfits. I just like to change my Sims outfits and cast too much. And once you start having a lot of kids and stuff, it just becomes very difficult. I'll just be having all the kids learn knitting and everything anyway. All right, that looks like a really nice outfit. Oh no, I know you're not feeling well. All right, so we're going to plan it as a dinner party, no goals and rewards because I don't like to be told what to do. And it's going to be hosted by the Bellaroux, and we are going to invite Pierre's family. So let me go through and get them all selected. All right, so I have all of Pierre's family selected, and it will, of course, be at the Bellaroux residence. So let's go ahead and get that scheduled, and we'll add some more chairs really quickly to the table. So let's move one of these over from the game table. I think we're still one chair short if we do that. So let's shift the table over a little bit. We would have to move things around to make sure we've got enough room for everyone. Sabine did get the stew done. We've got Pierre's flowers on display. It's super sweet. Oh, and then one last thing I want to make. Sabine, why don't you go ahead and make some, let's see, for honey mead, we just need 3 honey. So let's just grab 3 honey really quickly and make some honey mead. All right, so all the guests have arrived for our dinner. Oh my gosh, it's 7 p.m. It took forever to round everyone up and get them here, but we have Henry Dubois, currently the Reeve, if I decide to continue to keep that storyline going. If not, they're just other farmers, part of the community. But for right now, we'll just continue to go with the idea that he is the Reeve, so is in slightly higher standing and has a little bit more responsibility when it comes to meeting with the Lord, because I think that could be fun to play out if we marry Pierre, to see what his responsibilities would look like when he takes over for his dad. And then we have Pierre's mom, Beatrice Dubois, and Pierre's little sister, Rosalie. So they're over. We have made a really nice feast. We've got the vegetable stew. We've made a rabbit pie. We've got some cheese and some mead. So we're just going to go ahead and get this dinner served. And I want to eat the rabbit pie for sure because the meat would be special. So let's make sure all of the Dubois get some rabbit pie. Sylvie can too, because she's like a guest of honor. Actually, I think there's enough for everyone to have rabbit pie. They're probably going to get up and do musical chairs. Hopefully they don't. Awesome. I think everybody actually stayed in their seats. That's amazing. Rosalie likes jokes. Hey, Rosalie got up. But it's fine. So let's just make sure everybody knows each other. I think they probably do just from talking around the lot and everything. So Sylvie, most importantly, you. I want to make sure you know everyone. Okay, so you do know his mom. Oh, you actually have a full green bar with Rosalie. Looks like you do know the Reeve, but you definitely need to get to know him. You have like no green bar with him. So get to know, like, discuss interests, tell him a little bit about yourself. So I don't really have a lot that I want to like narrate for what this conversation is happening, but we're just spending quality time with the two families together, getting to know each other. And then I would like it to end with deep conversation with Bastian. Okay, everyone, you like silly behavior. I get it. Okay, so let's have deep conversation between Bastian, Henry. Oh my gosh, these pop-ups are going to drive me crazy. So deep conversation. I love how Sylvie is being so quiet. She's just like, I'm gonna let the guys talk. Just gonna drink my mead. So we're all having a very serious conversation about the future of Pierre and Sylvie getting married. Talking about specifics, what that would look like, where they would live. Oh, Pierre wants to donate to charity. He's such a sweetheart. Ask for blessing to marry. Let's do that. Okay. And let's see how Bastian reacts. I just realized they're wearing almost the same outfit. Oh, I think he said he responded positively. I wish we would actually get a pop-up about it, but I think you can just kind of tell from their reactions. So let's just do a handshake. And then because I feel like this would actually, like, I don't think they would have proposals the way that, like, we have proposals now. I'm going to have Sylvie come over here and have Pierre go over there. Oh my gosh, she's talking about herbalism with Henry. I love that. He's telling her that she wants to get more experience as a herbalist. She wants to be a midwife, telling them about her hopes and her dreams. Sylvie, I love that. I didn't even have to control you. All right, so let's cue them up for a proposal, and then we'll also go ahead and pay Sylvie's dowry right now because I have an idea for that. We have to pay 1,000 simoleons, and I'm just going to pay it to the family that they're marrying. I'm not going to get too crazy into specifics. At the end of the day, it is still The Sims 4. So we'll hold hands. I'll have him profess undying love and then propose. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, Sylvie. Have a huge, healthy family. I don't think they would have probably exchanged rings, but I don't know. You guys share in the comments, like those of you who really do know history, like what's kind of like the history of the sort of proposal traditions, especially like between the serf class. I'm really curious about, because like it would look very different at the noble and royal level, obviously, but I'm really more curious about what it looked like for serfs. Obviously in The Sims we can only do so much, but I still like to learn about it. And then what we'll do is I will have Bastian give Henry, thank God we have a little bit of money from our harvest. We will do a gift of simoleons 1,000. And this will actually move the money from our account to Henry's. I'm going to stop controlling him though, just to make sure I don't get in some weird situation where it thinks they're in our household. So, all right, Bastian, man of the house. Let's go ahead and pay our dowry. Make sure we're good on our word. There we go. So we have a wedding to plan. And one of the things I forgot to talk about that I wanted to, I'm going to bring Sylvie back in to talk to Beatrice. All right, so throughout this conversation, Sylvie has actually mentioned that she doesn't really have any dresses that are nice enough to get married in. They wouldn't have necessarily had like fancy wedding dresses like we had now, but they would maybe wear like their best dress that they owned. And one of the things is I want Beatrice to offer that she has a dress that Sylvie could wear for the wedding. So I don't have a way to actually do that, but we'll just chit chat and then give her a hug and thank her. And then they're gonna all head home because it's super, super late because this took a long time. But I just want to make sure that, aw, he's so proud of his son. I love this Dubois family. They're so wholesome. I'm excited to get to know them and see more of the inside of their lives once Sylvie's going over and hanging out with them more. So let's go and hug Mrs. Dubois and thank her for offering us a dress. Oh my gosh, and then Elodie got rollover's tummy over there. I'm always missing all her milestones. She's a very independent little queen. Thank you, Mrs. Dubois. I'm so excited to plan the wedding, and I'm honored to wear your dress. So let's go ahead in the dinner party. Send everyone home. I want to have Sylvie and Pierre come right here really quickly if I can, if they will do what I want. Just so they can have a nice little private moment before we wrap the night. There we go. We're engaged. So next episode will be their official wedding, which will be very exciting. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode here. This was a huge day for Sylvie. I can't wait for the wedding in the next episode. If you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.